What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cardano today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, my friends, and let's get into it, okay? Here we are, sitting at about 93.5 cents right now. Looking like on the week so far, we had a nice wick down, nice recovery. 5 days, 20 hours left, guys. This is a great way to start the week. I fully anticipate that not only will you close the week green, but you'll probably be well above where you are now. You're at 95 cents, man. I bet you close above $1.20 this week, if not higher. You could be breaking out this week, man. Let's go over that. So hold on. First, let's look at the daily time frame, and then we'll zoom out. Looking at the daily time frame here, you had this nice little wedge right here. Broke out of that, and you're kind of meandering. Really what I think it is that wedge was real, but you're in a kind of greater kind of consolidation, maybe a flag, right? It looks like a flag, actually, a parallel channel to the downside after you had this move up. Let's run with that. I think it is a bull flag, right? So we've got a low here to a high, and then if you take this to the bottom of the flag and you assume that we break out bullishly, and I think that we do, the measure move would take you all the way up to about $3.15. You're at 95 cents now. So essentially, with this basic measurement of the bull flag here for Cardano, when you break above this upward ascending trend line, which I suppose it's not drawn the best, let's get a little bit more specific here. Okay, high here and down, something that's probably relative to where you are here, relative to this week maybe. I would say something that's above like about $1.10. That likely will ignite. It'll be the ignition for this move that will take you all the way up to about, what was it, $3.15? Let me see, what was it, $3.14, something like that. Okay, so that's where I think you're going to go if we break above $1.10, and I do anticipate that we'll get there. If we look at the daily RSI, you've got some lower lows relative in your RSI here, right? Some lower lows right there. Bouncing off the 40 area, I'll mention, that's a nice thing. XLM, Stellar Lumens, looks very identical to this, actually. Lower lows in the RSI, and I'm bullish on Stellar. Higher lows in the price. Yes, you have lower lows as far as like the technical price goes, but you have higher lows in your closing price, and that's what the RSI is based off of. It's not the wicks that it bases off of, it's the closing, the bodies. So lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. It's hidden bullish divergence. It tends to mark continuation, and I do suspect that you will continue moving upwards, not downwards, right? When I say continuation, I mean upwards. You've got higher highs here, so if you've got lower lows but higher lows here, continuation would imply higher highs. I think you're at 95 cents now. Looking at the daily time frame, I would expect that by the end of this week, you are either at these highs or above these highs, and that makes sense because we were saying $1.20, so you really could be above these highs. If you're not at $1.20, I do think you'll be breaking out of the flag range soon. It could be by the end of this week. So $1.13 or higher. I think this is the week, man. I think this is it, the week where you technically break out of your parallel channel. Now, this week, I don't assume you're going to be through the roof. You could, you never know, but maybe that's reserved for next week or the following weeks after. Breakout this week, follow through the following weeks, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking so far. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Hold on. 95 cents here, right? Our measure move from a low here to a high there. That measure move takes us all the way up to about, what was it, 315? A little bit lower than that. Hold on. Something like that. Yeah, 316, 317. Okay, that'd be your measure move. If we take a relative high here to our relative low there, you can see that measure move, wow, it literally takes you pinpoint dead accurate to the 2272 extension. That's crazy. That's perfect, man. That's literally perfect. I want to look at ADA. We're gonna have to refresh this. Hold on. ADA. XCN looks like it's at a good buying point. ADA's probably at a good buying point too, to be completely fair though. What was it that I was going to do? Damn, what did I get distracted with? Let me look back at the weekly time frame. I can't remember. Oh yeah, okay. So I wanted to keep it on here. I just wanted to see if there were other times where we've shown significance on the 2272. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. So high to low here, obviously you're not going to find significance on your 2272. What about this high to low here? 2272, you didn't find resistance, but you did find support on it time and time again. So yeah, you showed some significance there, I would say. Low to high. What about your 2272 to the downside? Found support on it time and time again. You like your 2272. That's great. These are cycle like very big macro moments here that you're finding significance on it too. So like support right there, support right there. That's nice. I like to see that. So yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see actually. That just confirms what I was assuming, which is that your measure move, which happens to be at the 2272, which happens to be a target that you're okay with hitting, is at $3.16. You guys, it's so perfect. It's literally so perfect because I also anticipate that Cardano will be at its all-time highs by the end of February. I think that it'll be there because that just makes sense with what I'm anticipating the others chart to do. I think the others chart will break out to new all-time highs. Cardano's lagging a little bit compared to it. It will see new all-time highs in its own time, but just let me show you what I mean by it's lagging. If we look at this on a monthly time frame, you see this, okay, versus others. Others is about to break out to new all-time highs. I'm just saying if I expect the average crypto to make a move like this, then it would make sense then that Cardano probably makes a move like this up to its all-time high. So that, I don't know, that just, it all lines up, man. It really does all line up, and it kind of makes sense to me that we probably do. You're at 95 cents now. I very much anticipate that you're about to be in the midst of a move that takes you above $3. It's not common. Okay, whenever you find resistance in the golden ratio and then you move up, you normally find resistance at the 886 to 786 area. It's not common to go above it. But if you do, you often do actually find resistance right at your all-time high. So if Cardano doesn't move to about $3.10, $3.20, somewhere in that range, if it doesn't do that by the end of February, I would expect at least $2.30, if not $1.77. You're at 95 cents now, so that's at least like around 100%, if not more, growth. But I genuinely do think it'll be worth over $3 by the end of February. I think this next move will do that, right? Let's look at the weekly time frame. At the 60 area, consolidating, not a bad area to find support. I mean, you found support here once already. Find support here again, maybe. Nothing else going back in time to reference. What about the 3-day time frame? 3 days looking bullish, kind of neutral to be fair. The daily's got that lower low with the higher lows. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else really to go over, you guys. I think we're at 95 cents now. I think it is going to move up. It being Cardano, it being the price. The 1 hour looks rather bullish. It would suggest that we move up. The 4 hour looks somewhat bearish and could suggest that we move down. A little bit conflicting there. So the 1 hour suggests we can move up. The 4 hour suggests we can move down. It depends on what we do here. So over the next, we got 2 hours, 59 minutes. If we close this candle red, then likely we probably will move back down to about 89 cents before moving higher, or around there. We could move it even down to 87 cents. It's fine. But somewhere like that, higher low. If not, if by the end of this 4 hour candle, we're up above these lows, I think there's a solid chance that we just keep moving, really. That's kind of my thoughts. So by the end of today, we're at 95 cents now. We could be anywhere from about $1.02 to $1.10, maybe more than that. But I'm personally expecting that we'll probably be at around like $1.02. Nothing big today, but over the weeks, over by the end of this week and then going into next week, I think that the big moves will start. They'll initiate. We're getting set up right now. It's going to come through. Just be patient, okay? If the question comes to mind, is it a good time to buy Cardano? My answer is sure. I think it is. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but sure. I think it's a perfect time to buy. Relative to this consolidation phase, you are in the lower halves of it right now. Relative from this low here to this high here, you tipped your golden ratio, and now you're at the next fib above that. I think it's a perfect area to buy, really. Unless you caught the absolute low, this makes the most sense to buy at this area. You're just below $1, and you're likely going to see targets above $3 by the end of February. If you're looking to buy Cardano, then yeah, I think it's a great time to buy. Just accept that if you buy here, you could see a little bit of a pullback. I'm not expecting that it happens. I'm just saying that so that if you buy here and that happens, you don't freak out and make the bad decision and panic sell there and then we rip, okay? Again, if you buy here, just accept that it could pull back. Don't expect it to pull back. Just accept that it could. And that way, if if it happens. Not when, if it happens. You won't scare yourself. Likely, if you buy here, the price is just going to go up. That's what I expect to happen, okay? To be as clear as possible. I got nothing else for you guys. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take it easy. Bye-bye.